Hey everyone! In today's video we will talk about removing unwanted objects in a photo editor. But is it a sign of unprofessionalism to have uninvited objects in your shots? Or is it just bad luck? Well, if you are shooting in a studio, in most cases you can keep the background under control. So it's your duty to avoid unwanted objects. There are cases when you can't avoid objects in the room, but such cases are an exception rather than a rule. Sure, a powerful photo editor will help you remove unwanted objects, but I don't recommend relying on post-production when you can avoid the problem during your photo shoot. Instead, devote the extra time to other photo editing tasks like color correction. But there are also situations when you can't control unwanted objects in the shot. It's common in street photography where a photographer often has to improvise, and if there's trash nearby, they might not have time to take it away. Street art and graffiti might also look distracting in your photographs, but sometimes there are huge objects which you can't avoid, especially in landscape photography. If we are talking about vacation photos with picturesque scenery, they can especially get spoiled by a stranger passing by an ugly object or a sign on the wall. I will show you how to deal with these inconveniences using a few retouching tools in PhotoWorks. It's powerful yet uncomplicated photo editor. PhotoWorks lets you easily tweak the exposure, alter white balance, remove the background and retouch the picture in a few clicks, which is exactly what we'll do right now. You can download the software using the link in the description box. The free trial will help you get better acquainted with the functionality of the editor. For full access to PhotoWorks, click the second link and get a generous discount. To erase unwanted objects in a picture, we'll need a clone stamp, patch and a healing brush. With the patch tool, you can easily remove large objects on a plain background. Using the stamp tool, you can select any irregularly shaped area to replace it with another. And healing brush is an AI-powered tool that works well masking small objects. I normally combine these tools. That's what allows me to achieve the best results. So let's open PhotoWorks and get down to work. I'll begin with this photograph. I love these cracks on the column, the gate and the ivy hanging down the wall, but the writing doesn't really belong here. So I want to get rid of it using the clone stamp. I'll zoom in to precisely select the area. I'm painting over the first letter, and now you can see these two circles with an arrow. I'm dragging the left source circle to select the area I want to replace the letters with. To make this replacement look natural, I need to edit this spot very carefully, minding the lines. Let's move on to the next letter. Replacing the whole writing at once won't provide you with a natural result. That is why I'm editing this area letter by letter. Now that I have finished, I can click apply and save photograph. Here is another example of street photography. This shot was taken spontaneously. I like the way these ladies look and how the wall color matches the shirt of the woman behind. But these box on the windowsill and the writings on the wall make no sense in this photograph, so I'm certainly going to remove them. First, I'll zoom in on the box. This time, let's see what the healing brush can do for us. First, I'll make the brush smaller. Now I can paint over the box. Once I release the mouse, the box disappears. As simple as that. But I still need to take care of this spot. To do that, I'll select the clone stamp, change the size of the brush and paint over the spot. I'll replace it with the green area on the left. Then I click apply. And now it's hard to believe there ever was something on the windowsill. Let's use the patch tool to remove the writings on the wall. I make a delicate selection around one of the letters. Click and drag it to find the perfect source spot for replacement. Just like that. Look how smooth the result is. I'll repeat the actions and when I finish I hit apply. The upper part doesn't look quite natural. I'll use the clone stamp to fix it. I'll change the brush size, gently select the area and replace it with the area below to copy this pretty stripe. And here we have a perfect result. Finally, I get the second sign. Once again, I pick the patch tool, select the area and move it to the left. Then I deal with the imperfections using the clone stamp. Look what an amazing effect we have. If you apply one of the ready-made effects, you can instantly give your photo a charming and lively vibe. Next example is the landscape photo where I removed the towers and poles. Here I only used the clone stamp and I won't get into details about the process. It's lengthy but not difficult and follows the same principles. The only thing I wanted to emphasize is that when you remove an object from a photo, you can be a bit of an artist. No one but you knows how the photo originally looked. Here, for instance, you can conceal an object by adding a new brush or changing the shape of the clouds. Just ensure the result looks natural. Let's see how to remove objects in vacation pictures. I really like these photo taken on a boat, but I want to conceal the metal detail on the floor. The job would be a piece of cake if the floor was plain, but these stripes make it a bit more time consuming. Let's zoom in first. Now I select the clone stamp and reduce the brush size. Then stroke over a small piece of the item to replace it with the flooring. In such a case, I recommend applying the changes right away to watch the result, and ensure you are doing everything right after each step. I like the result, so I choose the clone stamp again and select a new area to replace it, following the patterns. When the object is gone, I can take care of the problematic areas using the clone stamp. Here we go! Let's briefly summarize the key points you need to consider while removing objects from your photographs. Don't hurry, preferably after by selecting small areas instead of big ones. Experiment with tools. If one of them doesn't work out perfectly, try another. Use more than one tool. Combining the effects of several tools can give you amazing results. Feel free to be an artist and conceal unwanted objects with others. Just keep it natural. Practice as often as you can, and your editing will become more and more proficient. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode and learned something new. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, have a good day and see you in our next videos.